it's time to dish with D. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 15. Unexpectedly, I'm experimenting and thought if it works out, I would have wanted to film it. So if you see this, it worked out. If you didn't, then you won't have a Vlogmas Day 15. But I decided I had a banana to use up, and I was thinking of a peanut butter party cake loaf. It's how I roll, I think, So but it's going to be a peanut butter oat party cake loaf. I decided to use quick oats instead of flour to make it gluten-free. I'm using gluten-free quick oats. You can use flour instead of the oats if you don't want to use the oats. I'm sure that would work. Or even gluten-free flour, I guess. But I was in the mood for peanut butter and oats. That's just where my mind went. And I went with quick oats because that's not as oaty and more floury in my mind. So let's get started. It's going to be a quick video. I promise. All right, I have my banana mashed. I'm going to add my egg. And this is the same recipe as my party cake loaf that you've all loved. As I have it right up here, the party cake loaf. I don't know why I have the fork in here anymore. Let's get that banana egg incorporated. For later. Let's do our sweetener. Now I only use a tablespoon because of having the banana, which will give it some sweetness anyway. So we do a tablespoon of that. A little shake of salt, and some baking powder. Do a teaspoon, almost a teaspoon. Perfect. Now I'm using something which may be controversial, and you might not have, but you don't need it, I don't think, because you could use skinny syrup if you had the peanut butter skinny syrup, or you can just leave it out. But I have this peanut butter extract that I wanted to use. So I'm going to put probably a quarter teaspoon in there because I have it. It's peanut butter flavoring. I got an Amish bulk store. I know Amazon does have it. I think it's linked in my Amazon store, because you don't really need it. I just happen to have it, and I thought I need to use this because I have it. All right, let's get our peanut butter powder. Do you need this? Yes, it will not be a peanut butter cake without peanut butter powder. Now, could you use regular peanut butter? Why not? Sure, I'm not against it. But I'm using the PB2 Crunchy because I want crunchies in my cake. 2 tablespoons, which is 1 serving, which is 1 point. Again, you can use any PB powder you have. You could use, flavors. You can use the chocolate. Why not? And a 1/4 cup of quick oats. Again, you can use flour. Use whatever you want. I'm going to keep mine gluten-free, and I just was in the mood for a peanut butter oat cake. This sounded really good to me. Not only could this be dessert-ish, it could probably even be breakfast. Now the oven should be preheating, and it's not. Because again, I just decided last minute to throw this little sucker together. So you preheat your oven. I like to do 375 with these. 350 would work, 400 would work. Just keep your eye on it. Go get my oven preheated, go get my pan prepared, and I'll be right back. All right, we have our little loaf pan. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. These are the Christmas ones. So before when I used to be, I could never say that, but now you can say get it at the Dollar Tree. Yeah. Going to pour this in our sprayed little mini loaf pan, which is, I think it's 3.5 by 5.5. But now I can smell the peanut butter, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay. All that in there. I was going to throw some lilies on top. I can do 13 of these for $0. So yeah, what the heck. And I always like to put them on top so I can see them. There we go. And just because it's Vlogmas, we're going to put some Christmas sprinkles on there. Honestly, this is just because it's Vlogmas. A little bit. Never hurts. So this should bake, let's see what the recipe says, for close to 25 to 30 minutes. So I'm going to bake that, and we'll come back and we will see how she goes. Just removed her from the oven. Like I said, she baked for 30 minutes. Let her cool before we take her out a little bit. Looks really good. Smells good too. How should we top her? We could top her with more peanut butter because why not, you know? It's not going to cost us many points and it's going to add some more decadence. All right, our cake is cooled. Looks delicious. Smells good, but we're not done yet. We're going to put a little peanut butter icing on there. Why? Because we can. You know, to put one more point. You know, when you think about it, is 2 points for the oats, 1 point for the powdered peanut butter. Everything else is 0 points. So this is so far a 3-point bread. If you had to count the banana, it would be 6-point bread or cake. I guess with oat, maybe more breadish, peanut butter bread, peanut butter cake. You could, like I said, you could use regular flour. I just was jonesing for oats. That's what I felt like. I actually dreamed about this morning. That's why I wasn't going to put a video out today, but I dreamt about this. That's how it happens. So, and I have in my little bowl another serving of powdered PB2 crunchy. And we're going to put a little, I have some almond milk here. You could use skinny syrup if you want, but I'm just trying to keep it creamy. So we're going to go with a little bit of that. Again, you make your peanut butter however you like. You want to use water, you could use water. You have at it. You can make it as thick or as thin as you want. That's what the greatest things about recipes are. You could tailor them, especially the ones that I make, to your liking. Look at that. Now, if you want to put a little bit of sweetener in this, maybe we should put a little bit of sweetener. Because why? Because it's icing. Well, that's a good idea. I'm going to grab my little monk fruit. I'll be right back. I'm just going to put my little Truvia, regular granular Truvia. Now, you might say, oh, do powdered. It'll be gritty. I like gritty, so I'm totally all right with gritty. But again, you use whatever you want. My new spreader that I just unboxed. Wait a minute, there's some left on here. Okay. I know, I'm gonna spread over our pretty little sprinkles, but you know, maybe we could save them for the top. You don't have to put them on there. Oh, I don't know about you. But again, I'm using the chunky peanut butter powder, so there's going to be some. You can see the texture in there. Can you see that? Yep. Oh, I don't know. This just is everything. Again, if you're not getting excited about your food, we need to talk, because this is legit. I gotta get this scraped out. I don't want to leave that here. I mean, I paid for that point. I want all of it. Okay. Let's get a pick and then we'll have a little taste of this bad boy. All right, wouldn't be a Dish with Dee video if we didn't have a bite of this bad boy. Because do you ever watch cooking shows? Like everything on the Food Network, they taste their food. I don't understand why people don't taste their food on YouTube. I don't know. But there she is. Like I said, I wanted the oat. If you wanted flour, you absolutely can do that. They're dreamt about the oats, so that's about it. Oops, I did it again. I think if I used flour, it would be more cake-like. This is like breakfast bread, which is delightful. Peanut butter is perfect. It's a good loaf. Let's get a look at the inside. So yeah. So like I said, I will reflect on the written recipe on dishwithdee.com whether you can use quick oats or you can use flour. It's good, but this is gluten-free. At least I think powdered peanut butter is gluten-free. And check that. All right, that is it for me today. Do you enjoy this video? If you think you're going to make this video, this recipe, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for the surprise. I should say, you're welcome for the surprise day 15, because I was not going to upload today. But when you have a dream, you have to see it through. And the crunchy powdered peanut butter is the bomb diggity. I love it. So like I said, use real peanut butter if you don't want to. You just calculate your points. A little American Dream nut butter on top. A tablespoon of some other peanut butter is 2 points. So would not be bad on top of this icing. Just saying. So that is it for me. I will dish with you later. Goodbye, my lovelies.